class, this is Mrs. Bissot here. Now that you're done listening to the story, Workers and Their Tools, I want you to take out your Wonders Close Reading Companion and please turn to page 39. And it looks like this. And it actually has a picture of one of our pages from the story, page 39. And the first thing I want you to do is please write your name on top. Please write your name. I will write my name while you write yours. Mrs. Bissot. Okay. Now that you're done writing your name, we're going to listen to what they want us to do. And it says, find clues. How do the small photos help show what the worker does? Circle the clues. All right, so remember when right before I read you the story in my video, I asked you to make sure you're looking at the small little pictures because they gave us extra clues on what things the firefighters and the different workers in each job use. Now this page talks about the firefighters, so we're going to keep it on this page. Okay, so it says, how do the small photos help you show what the worker does? So we see these boots. So let's take a look at the small photos. We see boots, we see an axe, and we see a helmet. And then we can look at the main picture, the large picture, and it shows a hose and a face shield and a fire truck. So all these pictures show us what these workers are, and they are firefighters. So they're firefighters. They're fighting the fires, and they need that hose. So let's circle all the pictures of the things that help us figure out that these are firefighters. So we'll look at the small pictures too, but we see the hose with the water. That's a big clue. They're using water to hose down the fire if there's a fire. We see a fire truck. That's a big, big clue, the fire truck. The workers have a uniform. So if you wanted to circle the uniform, the shield to protect from the smoke getting in their eyes. And now let's look at the small photos. We see boots. They wear special boots so they don't burn their feet when they're going into the fire. And if it's really wet, they won't get their socks and their feet wet. An axe, that's kind of a different thing, right? An axe for firefighters? Well, sometimes they have to break in through different rooms inside a building if it's on fire, and they have to break things down and to get across in a hurry. So they use the axe. The axe is very helpful to cut across. And the helmet is so important because when there is a fire and they're going into the building that's on fire and they're trying to take down the fire or rescue someone or something in the fire, they have to wear a helmet because sometimes the fire breaks down some of the things above them and they could fall on them. So the helmet protects their heads in case something falls on them. So these are all different clues that the little pictures and the big picture showed us. So now let's complete the sentence. Let's have our reading dots ready to go. And we're gonna start. It starts with a capital letter and it says, the small photos help because why? Why do they help? I think that these small photos, they help because they show the tools. Look, they show the tools they need. We have 4 words because they show the tools. So we have 4 words. So we have some words that we haven't quite learned yet. So let's go ahead and work on this together. So the first word we're going to write is they. Okay, now they, it's kind of like the word the, with the Y at the end. And this is a sight word you'll be learning later. So let's remember lowercase because we already have an uppercase for the beginning of our sentence. So we're gonna write the word the with the Y at the end, and that will make the sound, the word they. T-H-E-Y. And there's actually a song for that. It goes T-H-E-Y, T-H-E-Y. And you'll be listening to that later on when you get to that sight word. T-H-E-Y. That spells the word they. So go ahead and write the word they. The small photos help because they show the tools. So show, ooh, that's a real big kid word, and you're gonna learn about digraphs later in kindergarten. And those are words that have letters that have two letters, a letter with an H, and it makes a new sound. So show, we're gonna make the sound shh. So please put finger space after the word they, because you don't wanna squish it. And on the other side of your space, you're gonna write the word show. So we're gonna write shh. And the two letters that make the sound shh are an S and an H. So we're gonna write lowercase s and an H. An S and an H makes the sound shh when you see them together. It says shh. They shh. O. O. What letter do you hear? O. An O. And here the O is making the long O sound. It's saying the sound of its own name. It's making an O, and it's making the sound O, and it's an O. They show. Now, if you were sounding this out on by yourself and you wrote it like this, that would be great. But it actually has one more letter in here. Show. W. Lowercase w. The small photos help because they show. And we might run out of space. They show the tools. Or you know what? If you want, we could write, because I think we might run out of space. Let's see if it would make sense. Sometimes we can rethink our sentences. Let's see if it would make sense if I just wrote tools. The small photos help because they show tools. Could that work, friends? Yeah, I think it could work. If you had a lot of space, you can write the tools, but let's go ahead, maybe let's just write the word tools. It makes sense. So we said it out loud. So when you're writing a sentence, say it out loud and think, does that make sense? And if it makes sense when you say it out loud, then you're good. And I think it makes sense. They show tools. So make a space after the W for our next word. And let's write the word tools. Now this is a real big kid word. I'm gonna help you sound it out. So put your finger space and let's write t, t. What letter is that? A T, make a lowercase t. T. Now, ooh, oh, that is tricky. So you're gonna learn later, I think in first grade, that an O and the O, two O's sometimes make the sound ooh. And guess what? This right here is going to be one of your sight words one day. Too, like I want to go too. So T-O-O, and there's one more letter missing. They show the tool. Tool. O. L. Actually, there's another one because there wasn't just one tool. There were many tools. And S. Very good. Let's squeeze that S so you can see it. And we're done. So if we're done with our sentence, what do we need? A period. Make a period right there. A dot completes the thought. Let's put our reading dot. So finish writing that, and now we're going to reread our whole sentence. Let's get our pointer fingers ready to read. The small photos help because they show tools. So these show tools, and it gave us more details about the pictures because the picture had a lot going on, and it kind of zoomed in and showed us more details about the different tools that the workers were using. And these were firefighters. There were many workers in our story with their tools, but this is the one they wanted us to work on this page. Well, friends, you did an amazing job again. Thank you so much for helping me complete this worksheet and sounding out words with me. And I will work again with you later. Bye.